Today was Africa Day. Africa Day at COP21. We put aside this day to focus on INDCs, that is intended national contributions. As you know, Africa has almost 100% presented their INDCs. Out of 54, 53 countries have presented. So today we are focusing on the implementation and the challenges, and also reflecting on the COP21 in relation to INDCs.
What is now clear that what Africa wants is to become part of the solutions to climate change.
INDCs can in fact serve as a useful entry point and represents an important landmark to reflect on transitional processes and actions towards a low-carbon and climate-resilient pathway.
Well, one of the issues Africa has put on the table as part of its commitment is the Africa Adaptation Initiative. And this will, of course, help Africa adapt to climate change, which is a challenge. The next one is the Africa Renewable Energy Initiative. And in East Africa, for example, we're going to set up an East African Center for Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency. So these are the kinds of initiatives which can help Africa grow and grow green while dealing with climate change.
INDC of African countries, about 60% will not be realized without new means of implementation. They have the desire to contribute, but they have to be supported by the provisions of means of implementation, which include finance, capacity building, and technology transfer.
Climate change for us is not politics. It's about real sustainable development. It's about human beings. It's about people who've lost their incomes. It's about people who are dying. So the African Development Bank has set up a plan that over the next 5 years, it will triple its climate finance to about $5 billion a year.
One of the most important messages of the Africa Day is that actually climate change and the INDC process represent a huge opportunity to revisit Africa's development plans.
We have been approaching these issues of sustainable development in a very fragmented way. In fact, I call it the Cappuccino Way, because in cappuccino you have the strong part, which is the coffee, then you add some milk, and then you can sprinkle some chocolate at the top. So this is the way we have been dealing with sustainable development. Economy, the first pillar being the coffee, then you then you put some milk, which is your social, and then you sprinkle some chocolate, which is your environmental. And the moment you have a problem, you get rid of the chocolate, and you still can have a latte. And the moment you have a problem with the social, you just drink an espresso. So we have to change this mentality of seeing the three pillars as layers.
We have immense opportunities of implementing climate responses that foster decent work creation in Africa. Low carbon, greener and resilient economies can generate millions of new jobs in Africa. Our own studies show that this transition can generate up to 60 million additional jobs worldwide in the next 2 decades.
Because let's make no mistake, the reason why China is the biggest polluter today is because they are the factory of the world. What is going to happen if now China starts delocalizing, because that's what is going to happen, given the labor costs in China, to somewhere else? Are we going to be the ones receiving this pollutant type of industry? Is this the type of industrialization we want? Are we set to become, like China today, the next big polluter of the world? No, that's not what we want. We don't want anymore to drink cappuccino. Thank you.